Pretty lit. I'm gonna go on to the next guy. Hello everybody, my name is WoozyGamer136 and welcome to a Minecraft add-on showcase where today we will be going over the Minecraft movie add-on made by Spark Universe, and this add-on is free to download. So without further ado, let me just go over and explain what this add-on has. So basically the add-on is inspired by the Minecraft movie, the live action one. So yeah, anyway, the add-on introduces so many new mobs that will show up in the movie, from what I can tell, along with a couple of things that you saw based off of the trailer. And overall, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a sneak preview of what's to come from the movie, as well as the mobs that exist. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So when you start off in the game, the first thing you're going to do is, well, you're going to have a book in your inventory. And this book will basically just introduce you to what kind of mobs you'll see. So basically the contents will include basically a new Piglin bosses, new Piglins, new weapons, and new items. All the good stuff. Alright, so first off, let's start off with the first one, which is the Torch Piglin. Now the Torch Piglin is just basically your average Piglin that holds a torch. Now the thing is, these guys will come towards you and charge at you with these torches. So they'll light you on fire. Pretty lit. I'm gonna go on to the next guy. Okay, here we have the Hammer Piglin. Now the Hammer Piglin is, well, he's a bit of a tough guy. He carries around a giant hammer and he deals some serious damage. So be careful when you're dealing with a guy like this. Overall, just watch your step, watch your back, and overall, be careful. And if you manage to beat him, yeah, you manage to drop some stuff. Next up, we have the Pickaxe Piglin. Now, the Pickaxe Piglin is just basically a Piglin with a pickaxe. Nothing really special overall. From what I can tell, if you manage to defeat them, they'll have a chance of dropping the pickaxe that they're holding. So if they have like a gold or iron or even maybe a diamond. I don't know if they have a diamond pickaxe. Do you have a diamond pickaxe? I'd say that's no. Next up, we have the Warrior Piglin. So the Warrior Piglin is basically a giant guy. Look how tough this guy is. He is tough. So basically, he carries a giant sword with him. He'll deal some serious damage. So it's best to keep your distance when fighting this guy. And next we have the Piglin General. So basically, it's just like the Piglin Warrior, but like several times stronger, several times bigger. Definitely has a big swing on that. So I would suggest you back off if you have the chance. Otherwise, this guy will seriously mess you up. Next, we have the Drum Piglin. And the Drum Piglin, well, he's a pretty tough guy. He's not really that tough, so to say, but he does have a special effect. So basically, he will use a buff, kind of like what you just saw with the drums, and he will increase the attack power of other Piglins that are nearby. So, best to take care of the, like, you know, these guys fast, because I'm being honest with you guys, he will mess you up. See, right now he's buffing everyone up. I was like, guys, get ready, we're gonna jump him. There's no way he could take all of us. I'm in creative mode, you fool. I am in creative mode. I could destroy you with a single punch. I got this game. I think in creative mode does things. Alright, next up, we have the Chef Piglin. And the Chef Piglin, he's basically a typical Chef Piglin. He'll charge at you with his butcher knife thing and charge at you, try slashing you. If you manage to kill him, he will have the chance of dropping food items that you would find. So basically, he'll drop like a mushroom stew or other kinds of items. So overall, just best to be very weary of that. I mean, otherwise, it'll be a little tasty if you're ever like close to dying or starving in the nether. Next up, we have the Spear Piglin. And the Spear Piglin is a Piglin that uses a special item called a spear. Now, the spear definitely has a long range, so it's best to try to keep yourselves distance, especially if you're dealing with like multiple of them. But overall, just try to do your best, keep your distance, and you know, take cover when you can. Overall, these mobs are pretty cool. They all have their own unique abilities and effects. So it's best to just be careful with them, as well as like watch out with their abilities, especially this guy. This guy's gonna be a problem. I can tell him a mile away. He's definitely like he definitely plays support in any like in Overwatch, or a strategist in Marvel Rivals. That's right. That's right. I play Marvel Rivals. What about it? Anyway, next up, we're going to introduce you to the 2 boss mobs of this game. So first off, let me just go ahead and get them. They're right over here. Now, the first mob we're going to go ahead and introduce is the Great Hog. And I'm going to go ahead and just spawn him over here. And this guy is a massive powerhouse. I'm talking huge. Look at this guy. He is massive. Oh, not to mention the fact that he has a special item on his right arm. That is a gauntlet, my guy. That is a gauntlet, and he will fire that directly at you. So be very careful when he does. Try to do your best to avoid his attacks when possible. Otherwise, you will end up getting destroyed. And next up, I was actually going to spawn this guy, but he's right over here. This is Malgosha. I'll call him Mal. Let's just call him Mal. Anyway, Mal here is a pretty powerful boss, and when he's out, he will basically use his staff to fire attacks, as well as summon multiple piglins. I'm talking like the ones that you saw up there. So this guy is pretty tough, especially if he manages to spawn in some powerful drummers. So be very careful with this guy. He will summon a lot of guys, not to mention he has some pretty powerful spells. Long range and close range, so it's best to just keep yourselves very cautious around this guy. But overall, if you do manage to defeat him, he will drop some pretty useful items that we will go over right now. Alright, first off, we'll be going over Mal's staff, aka the Staff of Dominance. Now, in order to craft this, you are going to need the Orb of Dominance and Mal's staff. In order to get those, you have to defeat him, so it's gonna take some time. But when you do, you will be able to have a chance to fire an explosive fireball, a mystic ball. It takes a while to recharge, but overall it does pretty well. And you can hold the button and charge it up to fire an even more powerful explosive attack. So let's just watch this. Take this, you fool! Oh yeah, they take fire damage. It's kind of weird. The new mobs still take fire damage even after all that stuff. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, overall, even if you did have the staff, it wouldn't do much unless you had like the Orb of Dominance. Next up, we have the Buck Chuckets. Yes, that is the name of this weapon. I'm pretty sure they couldn't come up with bucket nunchucks or something. I don't know. Anyway, in order to craft this, you are going to need 3 iron ingots and 5 iron nuggets. Now, in order to do this, you basically get to just create this little item right here. It does really well, especially if you manage to deal some serious damage. Not only can you like stun them for a bit, but also does some serious help. So like it will definitely cause some stun and some serious damage. So overall, a good item, especially if you're dealing with multiple mobs. And pretty handy. It's kind of funny. Imagine getting yourself like, what happened to you? I got destroyed by a bucket with chains. What? Exactly. Anyway, next up we have the potato launcher. And in order to craft this, you are going to need 3 iron ingots, 1 regular potato, and 2 sticks. Now, what this does is it basically just fires a potato. I mean, I don't have any potatoes right now, but give me a second. Okay, something should be happening right now. Like, I got the potatoes ready and loaded. Come on, maybe I just do this. Get in there. Do something. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Hold on, I need to check the instruction manual. Alright, so it's supposedly able to launch potatoes as well as pearls, but I'm not sure how. I'm pretty sure I thought I was just gonna have to... I don't know if there's like a loading feature into it. It's hard to say, but overall, it's supposed to launch ender pearls as well as tater tots. Let's just move on to the next item. The next item is by far one of the coolest weapons in the game that they added in the add-on is the battle axe. And in order to craft the battle axe, you are going to need 2 sticks and 3 diamonds or iron or gold or netherite ingots and place them in this order. For the netherite, you're going to need another item, sort of like a pouch item. It's kind of new to me too, to be honest. But overall, this does some serious damage. Check this out. Not only does it deal some serious damage, but it also launches like a wave attack that sends other mobs flying. So it does deal some knockback, and it's a pretty useful item overall. And if you could use a special attack, such as this, if you right click it, when you left click it, it's just regular, but when you right click it, it does some serious hits. Let's go ahead and just test it out. See that? You just send them flying, and they go straight into the air. It's a pretty useful item if I do say so myself. So, right-click is basically when you do like a special flying attack. Send them flying and stuff. And when you left-click, it's just regular attacks. Next up, we have the spear. And in order to craft the spear, you're going to need 2 sticks and 1 diamond and place them in this exact pattern. Now, just like the battle axe, if you want to make another netherite, you need another item. Now, here's how you use it. You throw a spear, and it sends it flying, but sorry. So basically, if you want to toss the spear, you have to first go ahead and right-click. And hold it, just like you're basically charging up a bow and arrow, and just... That went straight through him. There you go. You can also use it for, like, long range. So it's a pretty useful item. You'll have to pick it up, too, if you have to, like... I'm in creative mode, so I have, like, plenty of spears. But you might need to be careful. Pretty sure if you add, like, loyalty to it, it could come back to you. It's kind of like a trident, if you think about it. Next up, we have... Well, we have a wearable item right over here. And it is the... Hey, where is it? I thought I had it. One second. Next up, we have the mushroom hat. You see this? I look nice with this hat. It looks good. I kind of like it. And in order to craft this, you're going to need 3 mushroom blocks. Now, in order to craft... Now, this item, it doesn't really do much. In fact, if you check out the book, you will, it will just tell you that, like, you get to wear a cute hat. I think it's just for decoration, but it has a nice little particle effect where, like, if you just give it a second, you'll see some spores just spread around. It's pretty cute, I'll give you that. And, other than that, I don't think it does any special effects other than just makes you look awesome. Look at me, I look gorgeous. I look gorgeous. I look gorgeous, right? Right? Anyway, that's pretty much it for this add-on. I basically showed you all the mobs, along with the bosses, as well as the cool items in the add-on. And like I said, this add-on is free to download, so go ahead and give it a shot if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed watching. Thank you all so much, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Sorry again for this taking a while. I am getting kind of busy with stuff IRL, but I told you I'll get this video out as soon as I can, and I did. So, without further ado, I bid you all a fantastic day. Good. Bye.